So I'm Patrick Lupinsky. I grew up in West Milford, which was kind of like a wooded area, very like suburban, rural in Northwest Jersey, where it was super conservative when I was there. Now it's kind of like changed. But growing up gay, 15 years old, I was always on the internet. And I became so much more comfortable with who I was at such a young, like, I guess young age, like 15, 14, like I was able to talk to people who I related to like really well. You know, I wasn't like repressing that, like hiding that. Like, yeah, I was at school, like wasn't out until like my senior year in high school, but before that, like I was able to kind of become more confident in who I was. I don't know, I feel like I build lasting relationships with people online. I've been able to like read profiles, you know, and like get a sense of who that person actually is. Whereas going to a bar, it's like dark, you're drunk. And like, you have no idea who they are. Sometimes I think it's a little bit more genuine than sometimes what reality can be. I mean, like sometimes I meet people and it's like, you know, this isn't what I expected at all. And sometimes it's like, wow, this is like so much better than what I expected. Or like, yeah, that's exactly what I expected, you know. I met this kid, Keith, in a chat room online. He was from Boston, and he showed up one day. He drove down to when I used to work at Staples, my first job. He showed up and like we hung out. We like drove out, got a motel room in the middle of nowhere, and just like spent the weekend together. And then dated each other for like a year. I mean, you know, I could drive up to Boston and like be myself, you know, with him and like walk the streets because it was like a completely alien city to me, foreign city to me. Like nobody knew me, you know, and I could just like, we could hold hands and it was pretty acceptable. Like, you know, I could be out at 17, but then I have to drive back and live this like, I ran track and like live this kind of like sport, like whatever lifestyle at high school. My mom was kind of like, how the hell did you get like 60,000 miles on your car in 1 year? I'm like, she didn't really know until I came out to her, but it was a pretty cool relationship, like, yeah.